Welcome back. Well, let's put the spotlight on Nazara Tech. We have the management joining us. Nitish Mittersain joins us to talk to us about what's happening in the company, the founder and CEO there. Nitish, we understand that there has been a preferential allotment and you've managed to raise further funds. But first, let me get the clarification. This is in addition to the investment that we heard just 3 days ago, when almost 100 crores was raised, right? This is additional to that.
So the total amount of the preferential shares that are placed is 100 crores plus, which we announced on Monday, and to Nikhil Kamath, and 410 crores to SBI Mutual Fund. So the total amount raised in this pref is 510 crores on an aggregated basis.
Okay, so you've raised around 510 crores through these investors, of course, the Kamath Associates as well as SBI Mutual Funds. But what's the utilization of funds? Why are you looking at raising that money? What's the deployment plan?
Yes, we have multiple use cases of the funds, as you have already put out in our intimation and press release. But strategic M&A is one area that we will surely look at doing. We see a lot of attractive opportunities for the company, and besides that, funds for organic growth, for working capital, etc. So it's going to be multiple use cases of these funds, but strategic M&A has always been important for us. We see a lot of value opportunities that Nazara can move into in the eSports and core gaming IP spaces. So we definitely look at deploying some of these funds in those areas.
This is Vinny joining in the conversation as well. You are talking about this M&A, a lot of opportunities that you're seeing. Which segments, if you could give us some bit of a light on that which segments are you seeing this opportunities in, that you're looking to look at acquisitions then?
Sure. Gaming IP is one area that we're looking to acquire gaming studios in India as well as globally. And we've been working in the last year to create a very healthy pipeline, I would say. So I think there are a lot of opportunities, and we will carefully choose and select the ones where we think that we can significantly, acquire and scale these businesses. So I think gaming IP is one area. Esports is another segment that we are looking at to also potentially do some M&A activity.
Right, gaming and esports is what you're talking about, and specifically gaming. Nitish, when I'm looking at it right now, what the revenue contribution comes from gaming is around 43%, esports is around 46%. With any of this, do you expect this mix to be changing anytime soon because you'll be focusing more on gaming or anything like that then?
No, I think, the evolution of both verticals for us will be in tandem, because our esports business is also growing very well, and our gaming business is continues to grow very well with healthy margins. So I think over a period of time, what you should see is a significant scale up on revenues. But from a percentage perspectives, they will probably remain neck to neck as they are today.
Okay, so the overall contribution will remain the same, but I just wanted to get a sense from you, Nitish, is this the kind of fundraise which will suffice for the next 1 to 2 years, or would you incrementally keep on doing fundraisers like this? And overall, just wanted to understand, with Mr. Kamath also coming on the board, I believe, what kind of synergies and opportunities as well as overall outlook on the sector you are witnessing right now?
So from a fundraise perspective, our shareholders have approved a fundraise up to 750 crores, out of which we have completed a 510 crore placement. For the remaining, we will see as the opportunity and requirement arises, we will move forward. In terms of Mr. Nikhil Kamath investing in us, I think I see it as a great validation of our strategy, as well as a great validation of the growth prospects of gaming in India, for a highly respected and successful tech entrepreneur to come in and back us. So I think that's a significant value, and I hope over the period of time he will advise us and guide us, and we will learn many things from him. So I think that's my perspective on these topics. As far as the gaming industry in India is concerned, I think it is still early days. We're still seeing the tip of the iceberg. In the years to come, gaming will potentially become one of the largest entertainment sectors in India, driven by mobile phone penetration, low-cost data, a very well-evolved digital payment ecosystem. So I think there's a lot of opportunity ahead of us to make in India games for India and for the world. And I think that's the dream that Nazara has been pursuing for 2 decades, and we will very much continue to do so.
Nitish, I wanted a word on the pricing as well. I, of course, understand that the preferential issue is done as per the pricing which is set by SEBI. But given the fact that stock is right now trading at what, 800 plus levels, almost 900 now, 872, the preferential allotment being done at around 714, was there a possibility that you could have asked for a higher price?
I think for us, what is important is to get long-term, strong, strategic shareholders and not move around our decisions based on short-term price movements. So I think the quality of investors is extremely important for us, and that's what we have focused on.
Right. And Nitish, just one more question that I have more on the long-term basis is that, when you talk about, when I'm looking at your Q1 sales, 254 crores, approximately that level. So, for the year, that would be around 1,000 to 1,200 crores. What is the run rate that you're expecting? Because you were mentioning that this is just the beginning for the industry in terms of growth. So, what is the growth rate that we should be expecting from Nazara Tech in the next couple of years?
Yeah, sure. So in our Q1 earnings call, I had mentioned, that we expect our growth to accelerate in the coming quarters. Q1, from a seasonality, a lot of our business grows in Q2, Q3, Q4, which you will see play out for the rest of the year. In terms of growth out for 2 years, 3 years, while I don't have a specific guidance number, I think this business should continue to grow at a very healthy pace.
And lastly, just Nitish, wanted to get your rationale why you went for the preferential route perhaps and not just, tried and doing a rights issue or something else. Was this considered by the board at all? Giving the opportunity to the rest of the retail shareholders as well to increase their stake through rights?
Yeah, I think at some point of time we will surely consider such opportunities. At this point of time, we felt that with both Mr. Nikhil Kamath as well as with the SBI Mutual Fund, which is India's largest mutual fund, bringing them on board will be a significant boost to our overall business, and that's why we went ahead with this.
Okay, so for now, looking at that QIP raise and of course, there's marquee investors that have checked in. Nitish, thanks so much for joining us and talking to us about a whole host of those issues, the deployment plans and the outlook for the gaming industry as a whole, given the fact that's one of the growth drivers for the company going forward.